Hello, pre-algebra students. Today is April 3rd, and what I would like to do is go over your homework because today, when we met on Google Meet, many of you said that you need help with some problems, and I think the best way to go over the homework is to actually make a video so that way you can understand me. So, most of you struggled with questions 18, 24, 25, and 26. 18 I presented here, so I think you will understand it, but I'm going to present question 24, 25, 26, explaining it step by step. Okay? So, number 24. The problem is 3 to the 6th to negative 2nd over 6th to negative 9th times negative 2 to the 10th. Okay, so when I look at this problem, first thing I did is I used the power to a power rule. So I did 6 times negative 2. So I got I got 3 to negative 12th power. But then I couldn't do anything else. Because if you think about this, if you do it this way, 3 to negative 12, you don't have same exponents, same bases, and then you're stuck. So this question is actually challenging. But I'm going to show you something a little bit different. Let's think about 6 to negative 9th. Okay, can I rewrite 6 to negative 9th in a slightly different way? And the answer is yes, I can. So your numerator would be still 3 to negative 12. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write 6 as 2 times 3. So I can write 6 to negative 9th as 3 to negative 9th times 2 to negative 9th. Do you agree with me that 6 to negative 9th is same thing as 3 to negative 9 times 2 to negative 9th times, this is a little tricky, 2 to negative 10th. I don't know if you noticed, the 10 is inside, not outside of the parentheses. I can write it this way, as negative 1 times 2 to the 10th. Okay, so take a moment and see if you understand what I just did. As I said, this question is challenging, okay? When I was thinking about how to present it, I was like, you will be a little confused, so just take your time. Now, what I can do is this. Take a look at this. Okay, do you see quotient, same base? 3 is the base, 3 is the base. So now I could do 3 negative 12 minus negative 9, okay, times, or technically over, and look at this. You have negative 1 times 2 and 2, that is the base. So now you're adding exponents, so that would be 2 negative 9 plus 10. Okay, so your numerator would be 3. Negative 12 minus negative 9 is negative 12 plus 9, which would be negative 3 over negative 1 times 2. What's negative 9 plus 10? It's 2 to the first. Okay? So if you continue, you'll get 3 to negative third power over negative 2. Okay? And how do you write 3 to negative third? 3 to negative third is same thing as 1 over 3 cubed. And don't forget times negative 2. And now you get 1 over 27 times negative 2. And your final answer will be 1 over negative 54. That's how you get the answer. Okay? Okay, so let's continue with 2 more problems. Okay, So what I will do is I will now present question number 25. Number 25, you have 7m cubed divided by negative 49 m to the 0 and everything to negative first power. I think the best way to approach this problem is to look at what's inside of parentheses first. 7 divided by negative 49 is technically 1 over negative 7. M to the 0 is equal to 1, so just ignore it. Anything times 1 is same thing. And m to the third stays m to the third. Everything raised to negative first. Okay? So now what you have is this. You have m cubed over negative 7 to the negative first power. Okay, so how do you do this? One way to explain this is this. Anything to negative power becomes 1 over whatever it is. In other words, if I give you 2 to negative third, you write 1 over 2 cubed. So this would be 1 over m cubed over negative 7 to the first power. Okay? And if you think about this problem, anything to the first power is basically itself, so you get 1 over m cubed over negative 7. Now think about how do you divide fractions. How do you divide 1 over m cubed to the negative 7th? It's really 1 times the reciprocal of the denominator, which will be negative 7 over m cubed. Okay, that's why the answer is negative 7 over m cubed. Okay, and last question from the last night homework, question number 26. Okay, so let's take a minute or two and do it. Number 26. You have 8r squared s over 4s to negative third power r to the fourth. Okay, I'm sure you could do this in a different way. If you have time at home, please try to do this in a slightly different way and hopefully you get the same result. But let's look at 8 over 4. Please remember we don't subtract. Okay, in this case we're working with just numbers. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Think about r squared divided by r to the fourth. Okay, this would be same thing as 2 minus 4, which is technically r to negative 2. Think about this, s over s to negative third power. Okay, there's a 1 over here, quotient rule. This becomes s1 minus negative 3, which is technically s to the fourth. So this is s to the fourth. Now, if you leave this answer, okay, technically your answer is correct, but you didn't simplify. Just in algebra class, when I say 5 over 10, 5/10, I want you to write 1/2. In mathematics, we never leave negative exponents, okay? So the issue I have is this guy over here, r to negative second. How do you write r to negative second? It's really 1 over r squared. So here, the final answer should be 2s to the fourth, leave it the way it is, okay? And if you write r to negative second is 1 over r to the second, so basically r squared goes in your denominator. This is your final answer. Okay, I hope this helps, and we'll continue with more material on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye bye.